Hey, welcome to the Dream Stream. I am Yiskah Koock.
And I am Ellen Ronis. Hello there.
Hello there, and hello to you, Ellen. It's great to see you, as always.
As always.
Our first 3-minute chat. How are you? I'm doing okay. So I have a fragment that I've been thinking about. I dreamed it
Okay.
two nights ago.
Okay.
Can we start there?
Sure, absolutely.
So I am at some kind of a block party. I'm outdoors and there's lots of people whom I don't know. It's not like a familiar group of people. And I'm looking at this guy and I think he's really good looking. But as I'm looking at him, it seems that the two sides of his face are different, are not symmetrical. And but I still think he's really so handsome. And but then I think in the stream of something I had been told or I read when I was a younger woman, which is that it's symmetry in people that makes them so attractive. So I
Yeah.
had that juxtaposition in my head. Um, and he almost looked like a Picasso. He was,
Oh, wow.
but not quite. Not quite. It wasn't as extensive, extreme as like One Eye Here and One Eye Here, but just that it reminded me that this is a beautiful man looking more like a Picasso than a symmetrical person.
Hmm. Interesting.
Hmm.
Um, yeah. And how did it feel like to look at him? Like, what was, how,
I felt attracted. I felt
even though,
it
even though,
wasn't even an even though to me. It was,
oh, okay.
oh, so then that idea
Oh,
is not true.
right.
I
Like
was
he's
told this
attractive,
false
period.
idea, and it's not true.
Hmm. Hmm. And how did you feel when you woke up from the dream? Or, I know it was a snippet.
It was content and pleasant.
Uh-huh.
This wasn't anything frightful or joyful. It was just flat.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. And you said that you didn't know this place. I mean, you said it was a block party, but it wasn't familiar. It wasn't like your
It
block
seems
right up.
like it would have been, well, it wouldn't have been Rosendale Main Street, but it would be more like 32 going up
Hmm.
past Rosendale. It was
Hmm.
more like that was a big block party with people with food and music and um, many people I didn't know personally.
Hmm. Hmm. So do you have any hits for yourself on it?
Yeah,
Because it,
one thing that I was thinking of um, is that expression talking out two sides of your face,
mm,
right? So it's like, okay, well, if that's the case, am I lying to myself or someone? Am I not being true about something? So that's something I am thinking about. Um, but I'm not sure what that would be alluding to.
hmm,
And that's really the only hit I so far have been working
hmm,
with.
hmm. I just like the fact that you were attracted to this person, I'm saying like in spite of or because, but you didn't
Right.
even it wasn't even a thing like that. It was just like, wow, you're attractive. And then there's the noticing of the different,
Yeah.
the different sides of
Yes.
people. And it's true that we are all pretty imbalanced in that way. But
Right. Oh my gosh, right. Like reflective of the inside. That's
yeah, in a
interesting,
way. Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
as within, so without,
Well, and yes, I wasn't
as
even
below, so
yeah,
above.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yep.
Yeah. So this
Yeah.
guy he was a white skinned guy with dark eyes and dark curly hair. The hair was kind of longish, but it wasn't long hair, but it was longish. So it looked almost Mediterranean.
I was gonna say it looks like Jesus sounds like Jesus.
Oh, perfect. Oh, that's perfect. Mhm.
Um, yeah, let's see. Would you have a title for it? Like to just try to find
Um,
a deeper significance to it?
I'm
Sometimes.
gonna call it, I mean, I don't know why this came to mind, but it must be something. two sides of a coin. It wasn't that, but it was like that. You know, it's like the drama poster with the
Yes,
laughing face and then the crying face.
right.
It was
Uh,
it was like all available in this person's face.
I love that. I
Yes.
love that it was all available there. That's kind of a beautiful quality.
Yeah.
All the
All the
humanity
emotion,
right
all the
there,
humanity.
right up front. Yeah.
Yes.
That's pretty cool. That sounds
Yeah.
actually pretty nice.
Yeah. And I had no purpose for being at this street festival. I think I was just there as a participant, you know, and
Mhm.
I wasn't selling anything. And I feel like I see him walk out from in a tent. So there
Mhm.
was somebody was selling something or offering a service in a tent, and then he walked out from there, and I was looking at him, and that's when all of that thought process went on with
Mhm.
his attractiveness and non-symmetrical face.
That's interesting. Not asymmetrical. That it was so
Asymmetrical.
notable. Um, yeah. I don't know what I make of it all. I don't have any like really profound hits about it. Trying to think of a question that might um stimulate something deeper because it's obviously meaningful because you wanted to bring it. So,
Yeah, right. And it were like some, I find some dreams, some I don't remember at all, and some are like, it feels pretty pedestrian, like walk a day dream. And
mhm,
then this dream felt somehow like a bigger dream. And
mhm,
as we've talked about, Carl Jung talks about big dreams. It didn't feel like a big epic dream, but it
mhm.
felt like there was definitely something to learn from this dream.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and that would be my next question is what do you want to know from it?
Um,
What's your question about the dream? What do you want to know?
let's see. I want to know what this man is teaching me. What am I learning from the way he looks?
Hmm. Is he some reflection of yourself? I mean, that's always a way to look.
Probably,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, right. Probably.
Something about like accepting the self for our imperfections and you weren't seeing it as an imperfection at all in dream.
Right. Right.
So
But me
that's
as,
our own, you know,
yeah, I
project.
didn't think it was an imperfection. I was just marveling at how handsome someone who's so asymmetrical can be.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I guess I just think about the two, opposites in us,
Yeah.
right? Just opposite. I don't know, like you said, that sort of theatrical thing, but just anything opposite in us, like a feeling, like happy or sad or angry or peaceful, or just that it all exists. It all exists in the human being,
I love that. Right.
and yeah, as a reflection of the self. Um, that man is a reflection of something that is good about yourself, something that you appreciate. I don't know.
Well, that's wonderful. Thank you so much, Ellen. Um,
Not my usual profound. I don't know. I just yeah somehow.
yeah, but I love what you said that there's two, how did you put it? Opposing.
Yeah,
I don't know
opposing
that you said
energies.
opposing energies.
Yeah.
So if I look at that, what are the opposing energies in my life? And I don't have an answer for that. I have to look at that. But I
Mhm.
appreciate that because that'll give me, you know, thought. What do they
Yeah.
call it? Thought for food for thought. Food
Yeah.
for thought.
I'll probably be like on the plane tonight. I'm traveling
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
tonight, and so I'll probably be on the plane, like trying to sleep, because it's a night flight, and I'll be
And
like,
you're like,
"Oh God, I'll have this profound."
Eureka!
Yeah, I'll text you tomorrow.
Okay. So, okay, and I know that you had a dream as well.
Yeah, it was also kind of a snippet, but really, really a really cool little snippet. Um, So it feels like I'm about to give us like a seminar or a workshop
Right.
online,
Mm.
and I've got my computer and it's a little bit askew. It's like as if it's on a couch, it's on like the back of a couch or something. So it's a little bit askew.
Yes.
And I'm seeing, whoever it is that I'm having this
Mm.
seminar with, but I don't really see the person. And I'm supposed to be giving the seminar, but they start doing this artwork and it was just the coolest art. I mean, it was really specific. The colors and and the what it was really really cool. And it was like
Mm.
the feeling was like they knew something about what I was supposed to be teaching, that I was going to teach something in a certain way. But what they were saying is this is actually necessary. This part is necessary in your work. And I know exactly what it means, I think. Well, who knows? But the
Yeah.
and just to describe the artwork, it was like,
Please.
and I could see the person's like hands, doing it. It was like very sort of pale blues and greens, like watercolory background. Um, and on top of it was like, when you see when a leaf dies and it's like the skeleton, just the veins
Yes.
left.
Yes.
And it was like, and she was taking the veins of the leaf and spray painting gold. So it was
Wow.
so beautiful. I mean, it really gave me like this idea for art, but and also like gold, other things in gold, like gold sort of fronds, and
Yeah.
then there were these like little lines, and it was really, really, really cool. But I do remember feeling in the dream. I remember feeling like, "Poop, isn't my thing enough?" Like, but I'm doing this. I'm teaching you this. Like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? And why, it made me feel like I wasn't enough. Like I wasn't going to do enough. Um, and that was it. That was the whole thing. That was the
I
whole,
just have a couple of clarifying questions.
okay.
If I'm the dreamer, I'm teaching this workshop, and what is askew to me? It's the audience is a specific performer. You said something is askew, and I'm
My
not sure what.
computer was
Oh, your computer, and it was so it's
sitting like
Zoom.
on the back, like on a sort of a fluffy pillow. So it was like a little tilted, and
Yeah.
and their camera was kind of at a weird angle too. So
Okay.
it wasn't like a direct
Okay. Okay.
connection or contact. Yeah, that was kind of interesting and
Yeah.
probably somehow significant. I don't
It
know how.
reminds me of the dream that I had had, or the fragment askew. Just that word.
Yeah.
That's how I maybe would describe the character in my dream. So now, what does that mean to you? Um, Painting leaves. Did you do that in your youth?
Well, I mean, so I am doing a piece right now that has a background that's those colors.
Okay.
And
Autumn colors.
does have like frond type of things, and maybe someday I'll show it, but
Yeah.
it doesn't have leaves in it, but it does have things that sort of look like leaves.
Yes.
um and well, I'll bring it over. Hang on.
I would love to see it.
It's a work in progress. It's a
I
work.
had painted leaves when I was a child. We would put leaves in wax paper in a book. And then, oh, look at that. That's beautiful. Oh, lovely. So what is this? Is this like first sketched and then is that paint?
Yeah,
Or
so I'll tell you the thing about this. This is not my usual art style. The reason it's significant is because it's based on something called Zentangles, I think they're called. And they're just like line patterns, and so you can learn how to do it. You just make this line and then make this line and then make another line coming out of there, and then before you know it, you have this really cool looking design. But it's very meditative. And I use that type of work when I'm feeling anxious.
Yes,
And it's just one of those things that actually soothes me. It actually works. So I've been kind of working on that lately because I
that
haven't.
sounds wonderful.
And so as you and some of our listeners might know, that I'm doing these workshops called Cultivating Calm, which is using the arts and movement for anxiety relief. And so um, that was, I think, what I was teaching in the dream. I was teaching that course, and
Mm.
part of it is art, but in the actual waking life course that I did, the first version of it, I didn't do that much art. And I really do want to I want to find a way to incorporate more art in it. So that's possibly was the message, that
Yes,
this
yes,
whoever that was making the art was probably some version of myself, maybe, or the artist in me, the part of me that knows that the art is very satisfying and useful in that world of anxiety. And
and calming.
yeah, and because something that I'm learning is that you really can't be anxious when you're in a creative flow.
Oh,
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. It's not always easy to get there.
profound.
Yeah, yeah, it is actually.
Yes,
So, so there's something in that, like maybe, who knows that I need to create more or that I need to incorporate that more somehow in the workshops.
yes,
I don't know. But yeah, I felt really inspired when I woke up.
yes,
Felt really inspired.
yes.
Creativity,
Wonderful. And
not
and how did you, was it the same feeling? Did you also feel inspired in the dream, watching this other artist, or what was
I
the
think I
feeling inside?
did. I think I did. I was like,
Okay.
wow, that's so cool. Look at that gold. I mean, it was like gold leaf. Like,
Yes.
what I mean? It was like not just a golden yellow color. It was like
Yeah,
gold,
no, I understand.
metallic gold. And it was just gorgeous. Yeah, it was just really beautiful.
I once painted a dried gourd, a dried out gourd, gold. I think it might have been like nail polish, gold nail polish, and it became like a power instrument for me.
Mm-hmm.
So
Cool.
that's my projection of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, gold is powerful, right? It's
Royalty.
it's royalty. It's an expensive metal, it's
Yeah.
expensive to buy
Yes,
gold
it
and
is.
it's,
Uh-huh.
sort of, I don't know.
And it's actually worth something, where a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people's purchases have less of value, as when they purchase them, gold
Mm-hmm.
will always be valuable.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point. It has value.
Yeah.
That's a very good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, like I still remember the images and, maybe I'll do some kind of a painting around that.
Yeah.
But also I think I do really want to, because the message in the dream was that the art was important to the workshop that I was doing.
Mm.
And we ended up like doing all this art and not even doing the stuff that I was doing. So
Oh,
I think that the message was, to really find a way to include more art and
yes.
make that a known thing to people that they're going to be making art.
Do you tell people what materials to have on hand?
I don't really. I kind of just tell them to have anything around because so far it's just been like draw how you feel, doodle it. Doesn't
Yes.
matter, doesn't have to look like anything. So it could be pencil, colored pencil, magic marker, crayons, whatever. So I just was like, just whatever you have around, just grab it and do it, And the
Mhm.
only thing I really did with the art was kind of a before and an after picture, which was pretty cool. I mean,
Okay.
like before, like, okay, we did, a little check-in. I think I mentioned this last time. And then I had them do a, just how do you feel right now? I know it's an odd, for some people that's an odd like question and put it on paper and just
Right.
put that aside. Then we did a whole bunch of exercises and meditations and visualizations and
This
sensory
is in the
exercises.
dream?
No, this is in
No, this
waking
was
life.
your first
This is the
workshop
actual workshop.
that
I would
hasn't, that
say that in the workshop, this is how I incorporated art. And then I
are you
did an
talking about a past workshop or the
yes,
future one?
no, a
Okay.
past one. I'm saying that that's the way I did already
Yes.
incorporate the art is I did a little before thing and a little after thing, but it wasn't really about the art making. It wasn't like, okay, let's, right, everybody get your watercolors out because that's what I really want to do.
Yes.
And like, I don't know what exactly. I don't know exactly how I would do it, but just make it like more of a, give them more time to
Yes.
actually, express and to make a painting and make that a little bit more uh, like an actual tool. The art is the actual tool, to just get
Love
involved.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think for myself, if I was a participant, I would really appreciate you saying, make sure you have your watercolor paints on hand,
Yeah.
because I don't do art
Oh
on
no,
my own.
definitely.
You
They
know,
knew.
I write, I like to write poetry
Yeah.
and whatnot, but I
Yeah.
don't paint or draw or anything. So if you're offering me art to help me calm and to ground me, then I need a little more instruction than that.
No, of course. I mean, and that's the thing is it wasn't, yeah, they all know, they all knew. I mean, the word arts, it's in the title.
Yeah,
Using
right.
art and move art, the arts, because I was,
Okay.
wanting to
You think
include
it's like
writing too.
obvious?
Yeah. Oh, and it's a work in progress. So it's like, more art, more writing. I didn't do much like each time I do it, it's going to be
Yes,
a,
exactly.
a
What did
progression.
you say? It's 6 weeks?
This next one is 4 weeks.
4 weeks.
Yeah. So see how that goes. But it's all the stuff is very on my mind and my heart. And I'm excited about the work. I'm really excited to be presenting it, and I'm really excited to be like in the creative stream, the process of it.
Yeah, I see your energy. You're rosy cheeked and you seem very alive right now. And not that you didn't last week or whatever, but it seems to me that or if I will projectively put it, if I am the dreamer, it seems to me that I am becoming inspired by this, which is all the better for inspiring my participants.
Yeah, right. If I'm inspired, I can inspire other people, right?
Yes, I think so.
Share the love, as it were.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. That dream was just cool. And that's probably
That's
about,
exciting. And
yeah.
Yeah, so if you don't mind, can we please put your workshop details in the notes of this podcast?
Absolutely.
I
I don't know
imagine.
how to do that. Like, do you want me to send that to you and then you can
Yeah,
have
just
edit?
email it to me and I'll copy and paste.
Well, you have it because I sent you the email.
Oh, yes, I do.
Here,
So,
yeah.
all
But
right.
actually, I'm going to send you a different one that has that'll highlight, so that'll be
Yes,
easy.
please. Thank you. Please
Yeah.
don't make
Yeah.
me
I'm
don't make
sorry.
me highlight your highness.
I couldn't figure out how to make it highlight. I didn't realize it wasn't doing that. Now I understand how to do it. So
Oh, wonderful.
one more
Perfect.
piece of thing to know.
You're learning so much. I'm so
Yeah,
excited
so
to
much.
get the info from you.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
learning. Yes. So, well, thank you for sharing that, dream. That's exciting. Again,
Thank
as projecting on the dream, I feel I have to keep myself open, and I know that you do as the facilitator, but that I'm going to learn maybe even as much from each of these individuals, and that makes it feel like a true sharing.
Yeah, I hope so. And I really hope that they learn, yeah, from each other, and that also
Yes.
they just supporting each other. We all need a lot of support right now, I think.
Yeah,
We all do anyway, but particularly these days, I
I
think,
agree.
creating the community aspect of that will be nice if I can.
Yes, that's what I think we all longing for in
Yeah.
our solitary society. Even
Hmm.
even just living as nuclear families, it's like, well, what about our extendeds, and what
Yeah.
about our community? And if we
Hmm.
all need to find our way into that
Yeah. Yeah.
social.
Right. What does it even mean anymore?
Right,
Yeah.
right, right.
Like in community, it used to be like the neighborhood when I grew up,
Yes,
right? You're
yes,
next door neighbors and you play the games and all that
yeah.
stuff. And now I don't know, it's just not like that.
And you end up playing because there's just not enough boys in the neighborhood. This is back
Well,
when in
there's
the
also nothing to
70s.
do.
Back in the 70s when, what there are different maybe ideas of boys and girls, but they would say, come and play, we need another footballer or whatever. So that was my community then.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. It was fun. And we didn't have a computer, we didn't watch TV that much, and there's no phone and they have all that stuff. So, you really got more creative, and it was more interesting to go and commune with your neighbors and
Yes,
stuff. So it's
100%.
a different world, but it's
It
equally as
is.
important. So we just have to find different
Yeah.
ways to create
I
it.
remember when there was a big windstorm in like 76 or 78, and a tree blew down on my sister's room, like crashing. I don't remember if it crashed through the roof. Might as well have, because it was that exciting to me. But I don't know. I mean, I think some places in the country we still have pretty stormy winters, but I'm seeing great changes in weather as well as many other things.
Definitely. Definitely. Yeah. It looks
Yes.
like it's gonna be really, really warm in New York, which is like, I don't know, is that normal? I can't
I
remember.
mean, my four
It
seasons.
seems so
I,
warm.
I live here for a reason. I love the four seasons.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm
We get
quite
4
used to
seasons
that.
here too.
What's that?
We get 4 seasons here too. People don't think so, but
Okay.
in New Mexico, yeah,
Yeah, it just
we
looks a
definitely
little
do.
different.
Yeah. Well, yes, we have a windy season, which is what's happening now. And the problem with the windy season is two things. One, it makes people nuts. It makes people nuts.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. These are the Santa Clara winds, or
I
no?
don't know. I don't know exactly what it is. It just happens every year. It's just
Okay.
windy season. I don't know why or what the
Yes.
science of it is, but it happens every like late March into May, into late May.
Okay.
Really, really, really annoying. It's the worst. So it's a drag because spring is gorgeous, of
Yes.
course, right? The
Yes.
temperature is nice and things are popping up, but it's so windy and
There's a lot
everybody
of
has
sandstone.
allergies and there's dust and everyone's
Yes.
suffering with allergies. I mean, thankfully,
Sandstone.
yeah. Oh my God.
Really?
So it's like a whole thing here. It's a funny thing, spring, spring in Santa
Mhm.
Fe. But
Mhm.
then it's summer and whatever.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
So, well, you're flying to New York, you said tomorrow?
Tonight. Yeah, late
Tonight.
tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, have very safe travels.
Thank you.
And this is not the New York trip that you're going to be seeing me.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope, that one's likely going to be in the summer.
Okay. We'll look forward
Questionable,
to
but yes.
that. So great to chat with you as always.
Yeah, you
Thank
too.
you for helping me with that dream image.
I hope I helped. I wasn't feeling, real, whatever, creative about it somehow,
Yeah,
but
you were
that
feeling
happens
too
sometimes.
symmetrical about it.
I wasn't, I was feeling very asymmetrical, but okay.
But okay. So I'm gonna
Asymmetry.
say goodbye to our listeners.
Right.
And listeners, I hope you got something out of our meeting. And I wish you a Holomod Metukim.
Sweet dreams.